back to my YouTube channel. I'm Jess, or you may know me better as Female Peter Parker, here on TikTok and YouTube and Instagram. A lot of you were saying you were interested in seeing a little behind the scenes of how I make my skits, so I'm about to take you on what a day in the life of skit making for me looks like. So first steps first, I always start with doing my hair and makeup. I usually try to go for a little bit of a natural look, but I do throw on false lashes every once in a while, and I also do my hair. It's usually pretty curly naturally, but sometimes I'll recurl it like I did today. And then it's time to get set up for filming. So my process right now is a little different than what I normally do. I'm currently in the process of finishing an internship for school. I'm about halfway through. So the way that I do my skits here are a little bit different than when I do them when I'm at home. In my room, I have this slanted wall. I've attached some command hooks up on the top of it, and that is where I hang my green screen. The green screen. It comes in this giant duffel bag, which makes it very easy to store. I usually start with this hook up in the left corner. Maybe one day I'll actually get like a pole to put this on, but for now, command hooks work just as well. I'm short and I refuse to get a stool, so we like to jump it up there. Aha! What? I didn't do that. What are you talking about? I know how to take a command strip off the wall. So here's what it looks like all set up. It's pretty big, which makes it great for when I need to move around and do things. There's no way that there's gonna be any non-green screen area. Ring lights, this is super important. Mine has 3 colors. We have like a neutral in between, and then there's a blue and a soft shade that kind of looks more like natural light. I usually go for this one because it kind of gives me an in-between and it makes it good for editing process for me. I set that right in front of my bed. It's plugged into the wall. There's me. So typically what I do next in this process is I look at my skits. I usually script them all out throughout the week or the morning of, and I figure out what characters I need and I try and pull out all the outfits I need. Some days are better than others with this. I do have days where I sometimes just wing it and we look and grab characters as I think they're showing up. But for the purpose of looking put together for this video, we're gonna go grab some costumes. Tony and Peter, Bucky. We've got a little Stan Lee content today. Sam and Hope. The other great thing about closet cosplaying is that a lot of the characters that I do kind of have similar outfits, so I can reuse sweatshirts. Like I use this for Clint and Hope. Scott Lang. And so here's what my bed looks like when I start to film. We have a pile of clothes and my prop bucket, which I will go through in a minute and show you all what I have. And here's where I keep my scripts. I usually do everything on notes. I have a little checklist with each character, so as I go through them I check them off, so that way I know that I've already filmed their parts. I will get into the costume of a character that I'm planning to film in, and then I will film that character's scenes all at once. So if I have 5 scripts and 3 of them have Kate Bishop in it, I will film all 3 of those scripts that have the Kate Bishop scenes, so then I don't have to switch costumes so many times, and it definitely saves a lot of time and energy. Now I know what you all want to see. The prop bucket. Honestly, it is a disaster. I need to get a better system for this, but we're gonna go through. I use this hat for Stan Lee. Oh, and Little Steve too, can't forget about that. Disney content. This one's great just for a normal hat too, but I usually use this if someone's undercover. Sam's hat. Loki horns, which I actually need today, so I'm gonna put them over here. Spider-Man mask, cap mask. Edna Mode wig. Also, don't know why I keep my Spider-Ham nose in here. I think my thought process is just that it won't get damaged. I don't know. Can't forget Doctor Strange's stuff. The time stone, his sling ring. I use this for Ned's hat mostly, not gonna lie. Bucky's arm. It is literally just a leg warmer. I have a lot of people asking me. It's a leg warmer. Web shooters. I stole this Walkman from my dad and I use it for all of my Star-Lord content, and I think it still works too. I'd have to check it out. The Pop-Tart scarf that Thor wears. And the rest of the stuff is basically just cosplay props. Like this is the Ant-Man belt from my actual cosplay for him. Spider-Gwen mask for my Spider-Gwen cosplay. This is where the fun begins. When I get ready to start filming, I usually always wear just a pair of black leggings. It makes it easy. It matches all the character outfits, so then I'm only changing the top half of me, and that makes it so much faster. I also always wear just a white tank top. You're just changing shirts and it still looks great. So now we get to filming. This process usually takes me a couple hours at most. I've never really timed myself. I should time it and see how long it actually takes me. But I'll film it all at the same time. I have a water beside me so I stay hydrated, and here we go. 8 TikToks later, we have finished filming. Yay! As you can see, my last character was Kate. So I try to be organized when I'm filming, and sometimes it works out, sometimes it doesn't. Today's kind of like an in-between day of that, so here's what my room looks like. Absolute tornado mess. All of the clothes. At least I put them on hangers this time. And so the cleanup process begins. And we're back to a semi-clean room. My editing process, I use Final Cut Pro, and usually what I do is I upload all the content through AirDrop to my laptop, and I sit there and I add the green screens in, and then I download all the content to my phone to add the captions, because I use CapCut to add the captions there, which honestly I could probably do on my laptop. I don't know why I don't do that. Anyways, but yeah, that's basically my process. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them below.